And now, time for the newest Punisher show on the internet, the Punisher Killshot Show. Handling moderation details into paints. Your co-host for the evening, Samurai Snowman. And your other host for the evening, Richard Embry.
All right, finally live. I I thought it was live, man. How did that happen? Samurai, you here? All right. Let's see. Samurai should be here. All right. Wow. Welcome to the Punisher Killshot Show. The first episode 1. And yeah, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to talk Punisher, man. And I know Samurai's here, but for some reason I can't hear him. So let me see. Hi. And yeah, technical difficulties. There's always technical difficulties, but while we're figuring out the technical difficulties on Samurai's end, man, it's a great day to be a Punisher fan. We got plenty of new books that are coming out, and we can always depend on the old ones, the old faithful, the good, the great, and honestly, sometimes the not so great Punisher books out there that we could, like the Eminem one, that was kind of rough, but we could always get into that. But today we're talking Volume 2, issues 1 and 2, and basically what the Punisher Killshot Show is. It's a Punisher fan turned creator, which is myself, and a creator, which is Samurai Snowman turned Punisher fan. So that's what this show is about, and we read Punisher comics and talk about them amongst other things in the Punisher news. Now I know there's a huge faithful Punisher fan base out there that is amazing, and so they have a lot of great stuff and information too. So if you're a fan of the Punisher, not only check out this show, but check out those shows too, man. I remember Punisher Body Count was one of my favorite shows to check out with Dane and Jacob, man. They were great people, man. So now Sam's trying to get back in the studio. So, but wow, is he back? Is he back?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. That is so crazy, man.
God.
First,
they're trying to hold us down. They're trying to hold us back.
Yeah.
From greatness.
Yeah, and I think Dane is actually, if that is Dane Lamont and Jacob, man, they had an amazing Punisher. They are like an inspiration for this show. If I can only be half as good as them,
very nice. Well, hell, welcome.
I'll be happy. I feel fulfilled. So, but now it's now I'm looking at the Punisher in these stories as like a creator, got a couple comics under the belt, and I'm still enjoying them, still loving them. It's great, man, and I'm glad that I can recruit other people to enjoy them too, such as Samurai Snowman. But before we talk about more Punisher stuff, how's the week been for the Snowman, that is also a samurai?
It's been nice, man. It's been a long week. Work's been rough, but life's been good to me lately, man. So I can't complain, and I'm just looking forward to creating my own works as well. Trying to be like you, bro.
Right. I mean, hopefully, it is a lot of work, but man, when you love doing what you do, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like, oh man, it's
It's my passion, man. It's what
yeah,
we're here for.
yeah. So yeah, and actually, let me see if this shows up. Dane says, appreciate you and the show. I saw Jacob 2 weeks ago. He's doing well. Yeah, I saw, man, Jacob, he lost a lot of weight. He's looking healthy. And I think that's what the Punisher fandom does. I believe some way the
It
Punisher
makes you want to be a murderous assassin in tip-top shape.
Oh no, just murder the calories and work out.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's been a great time. The week's been, man, getting these pages in from Talon Flats. It's just been wild, man. I'm loving the direction that it's going. The artist that I'm working with, man, he's fast, and go check that out. It's on funmycomic.com, and it's doing all right, man. We're still need to hit 3K, but we passed 2. We're on our way. People want to pick it up. Links in the description. Thanks to Into Paints. Into Paints is gonna be
Oh yeah, Paints.
Yeah, he's in the background, he's in the cut, he's in the van, he's in the Punisher van, he's dropping links, and he's making it happen.
He's got the headset on the cam recorder. He's out there pressing buttons. He's doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing it for real. So, but let's get into our first segment, Punisher News. A lot of great Punisher news coming out, man. A lot of great Punisher news. The first thing I saw, because some news prior, like I think the day before, San Diego Comic-Con broke. Some exciting news, but I'll save that for later. The first time I was like, man, Punisher Red Band is coming out. And I was excited because I'm looking at this and I'm like, the skull's back. The skull's back.
Yeah,
and,
that art is nice.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm Benjamin Percy is doing it, and I'm seeing his Twitter, and he has a different attitude than a lot of other creators I've seen. And his attitude was more like, hey, I hope you guys give us a shot. We're gonna make this thing violent. This is gonna be the Punisher you kind of remember. We want action, we want violence, we want that kind of raw grittiness. And I hope you guys give us a chance. And that came across really to me, that came across really like, okay, all right. I like that. You understand the Punisher fandom is really loyal. And lately, these last couple of years, I feel that we've been getting kicked around, and it's just been
especially
weird.
his design has been shit.
Yeah,
Just
the-
weird.
yeah,
They're trying to
just-
do weird things with Frank Castle, and it's like you can do a lot with Punisher, but if you just stick to his roots, man, and just keep it simple.
Yeah, it's not broken.
Can't go wrong. Yeah,
The formula's there. Let it be. So yeah, that was so that was kind of an interesting take. So I'm looking forward to that. That's coming out in September. Let me see if I can. I'm looking at the site right now. When is this going to release? It says September 10th.
Oh damn, that's right after Batman's new ongoing kicks off September 9th, I think it is.
Ooh,
So
that's gonna be
Yep.
good. That's gonna be good. So, and then the big news for me, and it's because me, man. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm a fan of the man Dan Panosian. I mean, the dude's dope. Dude's covers are just amazing, right? And also
I'll
Dan.
have to start checking him out.
Oh, he's just such a humble. Like when you see a talented dude and he's just so humble, you just like, dude, I gotta, I want to support this dude. I want to support whatever he's on. But then he gets an assignment that now he's going to work on your favorite your favorite character, which is the Punisher.
Yeah, it's nice.
So man, and look at this cover. This wraparound cover looks, woo, man.
Yeah,
looks fire.
I'm a sucker for red, but that shit is nice. The only thing I will say, that logo looks kind of whack, but the
Yeah,
art looks fantastic for sure. That's a great
yeah.
cover.
But I'm looking at so if you look at the Punisher's cover, that looks like it's on body armor, you know. So I get it. But then if you look at the guy's mask on the far left, it looks like a traditional Punisher logo.
Yeah,
with the bottom
that's
half.
dope as shit looking.
So I'm just like, you're giving me, you know, and like Dan is cool and he's Red Blood the Sword, and you know I send out a lot of comps to professionals for feedback, and he was so kind to give me positive feedback, so I'm grateful for that.
Nice,
And,
hell yeah, man.
you know, he does answers DMs sometimes, you know, and when I'm like, you know, to say thank you and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not by any means like friends or anything. Like he's a cool dude and he's very polite. So you know, friends is something.
Nah, dude, you're rubbing shoulders with the best in the biz, man. That's why I'm here. I'm cloud chasing, baby.
I'm so tempted to ask him about the skull. I'm tempted to do it. I know I shouldn't, because that'd be weird. Like, bro, like, all right, you know, you're asking too many questions, kid. You know?
Yeah,
I
sport.
like pulling the sword. Now leave me alone, man. Like, you know, you're messing with
Do
my
you want this Punisher book or not?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I don't know, man. Does Marvel have NDAs? You think they probably would, you know, who knows? Or maybe everyone else knows about it, and I'm the last to know. You think that could be a possibility?
Oh, nah, don't nah. That's the worst position, because that means nobody likes you enough to tell you, man. I think you're a cool guy. They'd want to tell you.
Thank you, man. I'm you know, I'm just like, no, don't the spoilers, don't kill it, you know. But man, I'm excited, man. With Rook Exodus out there, Punisher books
Banger.
doing well or coming back, Conan killing it every month.
Absolute
like-
Batman. The new
Yeah,
Batman run's probably going to be good.
yeah, that's looking good, man. People are liking
Hulk's
it.
looking dope.
Yeah, and you know, the another thing I read too was the Wolverine and Spider-Man and Wolverine little ongoing thing they got. I don't know if it's ongoing, probably limited, but it's been cool, man. It's been cool.
Yeah, that art looks crazy. I'll have to check that out. And yeah, all those new crossovers they're about to do with the Batman, Deadpool, forget who else, but they got to be doing a bunch. So I mean, comics are definitely looking up right now.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited for that, and you know, excited. Like now we got new Punisher comics to talk about along with the old ones. So this is actually great for the show, and we planned this show before these Punisher comics were announced. So this is cool, man. Good stuff. So, are you ready to get into the issues, sir?
I'm always ready. Let's get it.
Let's do it. All right. So we're talking about Punisher Volume 2, Issue 1. You know, the famous, you see him out there with a freaking bazooka leaning over a fire escape.
On the cover, yeah.
Yeah, it's just and you know, ready to fire it in. How did you what were your initial thoughts on the intro to this? You know, this is the Punisher's first, like he had a limited series of 5 issues, but this is like the first ongoing Punisher. So what was your, as a new Punisher fan, someone that, you know, is jumping into this, what was your impression, like just the opening of
So for a little bit of a preface, so you said this was like his first legit ongoing, like did they ever delve into his backstory before this? Like, so your first time reading this, no one knows like his story, or did they do like any history of Punisher before this ongoing?
I'm pretty sure people knew about it from the Spider-Man comic books, and then he had the like 5 issue limited series. So where that kind of
Oh,
like
okay. Oh,
discussed.
was his first appearance in Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Oh shit, yeah,
129.
he was
That's
supposed to be
my
a villain.
yeah.
I have
Yeah.
that. I have that issue. That cover is dope as fuck too, where he's got Spider-Man
What?
in the crosshairs. That's that one, right?
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
have that? Oh
yeah,
man.
I got that one. Oh, I
Oh
fucking
man.
used to.
You got the holy grail
Yeah,
of
dude. I
this
swear I
show.
had it, but I'm pretty sure it got destroyed when my house got flooded and they were all in my
Ah,
basement. They all got fucked, dude. Yeah, that
you know what
was
that
like
means?
one.
Everyone that has
Gotta.
it now, that price went up because now another one doesn't exist
Yeah,
in
but
the
another one
world.
doesn't exist, bro. I swear I had it, dude. It was probably like a 6.5 graded, but I've
That's
had that shit.
still good, man. That's still
Mhm.
good.
But yeah, so honestly, my first impressions was the art did not pull me in. And I know it's um I forget his name, but he's one of the dudes who worked on The Dark Knight Returns. But
Klaus Jensen.
yes, yep, yes. And just not the biggest fan of the art. I will say the art does get a little bit better in issue 2, but I felt like the colors and especially the action were pretty lame. But I like how it just gets right into it, man, with Punisher's story. It's a little bit of a slow burn, which I do appreciate too. But I'm 2 issues in, so I'm still a little I'm not sure how to take it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's man, like when you said that about the art, I was like, man, at the time they were cranking out books quick, man.
Right.
They were These books got to get out yesterday, the day before yesterday. These got to be
Yep.
on the spinner rack at Save-Ons to like an hour ago.
Yeah.
So,
Which was mind blowing, which is still mind blowing to me, how they
yeah,
were able to produce so much content. And I understand that the art can suffer due to that.
yeah, like because even with my projects, like okay, you know, what really needs to be done, what really needs to be, and this is before they had digital painting, so it's like,
Hmm.
you
Yeah, they
know,
had to color it that weird ass they
like
needed the
flat.
dots and shit. It was
Yeah,
crazy how they did it.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
so
that I guess. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I always trip out on because like they're so limited on colors, right?
Yes, that was my other issue. Like the colors were like muddied and it looked dull. The issue looked dull,
Yeah,
artistic wise.
yeah, but I think it was due to technology at the time. So I don't know. I have a because I have I don't know. Like I always try to like scale it back. Like like okay, what were they working with? What were the tools available at the time? that
True, but there's
they had?
also a lot of issues back then, artistic art wise, that still looked incredible.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm picky as shit and I'm brutally honest. So
yeah,
I'm opposite in that regard.
yeah. I think that's where me and you. That's what's gonna make this show interesting. Because me, I'm a like I can't draw for
Hmm.
if my life depended on it. I can barely draw like a straight line with the ruler, right? And so
Hmm.
when I see any type of I'm kind of easy to impress with
Oh,
the
I
art.
got you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, in some ways I am too, for sure. And I'm attempting. I can't draw for shit right now either. So I mean, take all my criticisms with a grain of salt. But I
yeah,
know a little bit of what I can know what I'm looking at, and I'm like, I don't really like what I'm looking at.
right,
But
right.
that said, especially in the second issue, it like I said, it gets better. But there are some great ass shots that Klaus draws.
Right. So the story starts off. Yeah, Interpink said he said they use CMYK printers to create muted colors. Yeah.
Yes, very muted is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Which that I will give them a little bit of a leeway with because that's kind of out of your control at that point.
Right. So as far as the story, what were your thoughts on that?
Um like I said with the I'm giving it a little time to see how I feel about the story because I do like I didn't feel like it was a slow burn. I don't know what I expected really. So
Yeah.
let me get a couple more issues in to give you my thoughts
Right.
on the story. But I did like that it's definitely a grounded, gritty ass story, and I like how it's like Punisher working his way up from the bottom of the drug food chain. End of
Yeah.
the story. This is
Yeah,
a takedown.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a spoilers. So if you haven't read it or want to reread it, go ahead and tune back into this show after. But
Hmm.
I thought it was very creative how he you know got stabbed and had the Kevlar, and he leaves the, oh yeah, this guy didn't even notice I'm not bleeding, and he's able to follow him and find out where the hideout is. And I thought that was pretty a creative way to show that this character is willing to put himself in danger to get what he wants. He's willing to gamble, because that guy, like anyone wearing a chest protector, right, and willing to get stabbed, like this could go bad a lot of ways. He could stab you in the leg, he could stab you in the arm, he could go for the throat, he could slash at your face. This is it could be like a lot of things can go wrong. So to have the confidence and go out there and have that sacrifice, and knowing that Frank Castle doesn't have any superpowers, so it's his life on the line, So
Yeah, using his wits and like his ingenuity with his devices. Like there's the one scene where he puts like the diamond tip nails on his fingernails, and he's like able to cut shit open and like pierce people. Like he does like a wrist strike on a guy and like throws him out of a helicopter. I'm like, oh shit,
that
he's
was
fucking
issue
him up
two.
with the yep.
Yeah, which I thought was like, wait a minute, okay, I get it. That's kind of cool, but it's like the image of Frank doing like a manicure.
Yeah, so yeah, that is a little silly at the same time. And it's like,
But
won't
it's
that
like,
shit be shining? Ain't you gonna be shining, bro?
yeah, like let me get a what is it called? A French what is it? French
It's
tip?
manicure.
Yeah.
French tip, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the white at the end,
Hmm.
But and they're like diamonds. So I thought that was creative, but at the same time it was kind of like, yeah, it was silly. But it was like, okay, this was just comic books, man. It's just a fun time, man. Like they're not overthinking it. They're just having a good time, telling a good story, and
Yeah, the story does cruise along once it gets rolling, and you figure out kind of like, oh, he's working his way up the drug chain. It's like it just gets on, like you said, he figures out a way to track the guy, and then it just builds from there. And I was more invested at the end of the first issue than I was going into it, for sure.
Right. And so now let's go to issue 2, right? He gets to Bolivia, because basically in issue 1 is basically the setup to get him to Bolivia, to where he has some partners from NAM that he's talking to, and one is corrupt, one isn't, and the one that isn't refused to do a job and ended up getting well, they say suicide, but we know it was probably something else, right?
Yep.
And so that sets up Frank getting some revenge, and also doing what the Punisher does, is putting people in the dirt, right? So like now issue 2, he's in Bolivia, and it's weird because like he in issue 1 he has this like master plan, like I'm gonna do this, that, I'm gonna stab them, I'm gonna find this, that, then I'm gonna take out the distributor, and then I'll get to Bolivia, right? And so now he gets to Bolivia, he has this master plan, and they're like, hey, we got this DEA guy, and you got to shoot him or else you're DEA, And I like how he figures out that, hey man, this gun's light, there's probably
that was
like
cool.
one bullet in here, they don't trust me. So he shoots out the nearest person, grabs the gun, and it's like, then he just goes on like a suicide mission, right? So it's like he had this masterful plan, and then he's like, oh yeah, I got to kill a guy. Well, yeah, I didn't think of this, so I'm just gonna shoot.
He just wings it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the suicide. Yeah, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Go ahead.
But yeah, the suicide mission you mentioned. Yeah, I don't know if it was the second or the first issue where he's like, "What am I doing? Do I have a death wish or something?" So it's like starting to develop more of the Punisher's like more fucked up side of his psyche.
Yeah, like he wanted this. He wanted this. This race or match with death. and then the gun
Hmm.
jams, and then the unjams. So
Yep.
it's
Yeah, it's
yeah,
hectic. It was
but
way more exciting than the first issue, which I understand the first issue. Maybe not slow. Maybe it was a more subtle introduction to the Punisher because there's some action scenes in the first issue where it's like you see him shoot the gun, but there's no like damage or blood or anything afterwards. He kind of is just like onto the next part of his mission.
wait, I
But
think they
in
had the
this one,
comic code.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was wondering if it was
yeah, I had the
like,
comic code. Yeah,
which kind of sucks because for the Punisher, I mean, he's a blood and guts violent motherfucker, and when you kind of like shy away from that, it takes away from the impact of the story, in my opinion, a little bit, which isn't the artist or Mike Baron's fault.
yeah, yeah. They got to play by the rules of the comic code. I mean, they got to get it. We got to get it on the shelf. They're not going to approve this.
Hmm.
So like, yeah, it's funny because you said that in that scene in the Bolivia scene, he the helicopter gets too close, he grabs onto it, climbs up, and he shoots the co-pilot. And I'm looking at the panel right here. You just see a blam. The blam covers up the violence. The blam
Yeah,
covers up the gore. I thought that was pretty creative. And
yeah, and actually, that whole helicopter scene was very well drawn and looked fucking great.
yeah, and he takes control of it and shoots the airplane.
And he puts the diamond tips on that dude and like slits his wrist and throws him out the
Yeah,
shit. That
Hoyle,
that was a good
get out
scene.
of here, Hoyle. You
Yep.
crooked motherfucker. Yeah, but it's weird what and I get it because so what's weird is this the DA that he saves, right?
It's a little honestly for how wordy it is, and it does suck that I'm reading it on that Read Comics Online website for now. I was
Uh,
thinking about just going this weekend and trying to find a bunch of the issues, but it it, it does suck that it's a little hard to read on that website.
yeah,
But for how wordy it is still kind of confusing, like figuring out like who Hoyle was and who some of the characters they're talking about are.
right, right. Hoyle was the dirty Nam guy that's now a pilot for Bolivia, and his name was on the wall, meaning he died, but I guess he like faked his death and they're
Yeah,
running.
and it's like is Punisher so I got it eventually. It's like it's Punisher, he's trying to make it look like he's trying to get into the drug trade, which
Yes,
Hoyle is in the drug trade now. He's actually a bad guy.
yes.
But it's just kind of confusing reading it through. And I'm like, wait a minute, are they friends or not? Is he a good guy or bad guy? But I'm not that retarded. I eventually got it.
Yeah, because the other guy was Ares. He was a good guy. He was like, no, I'm not gonna get into this drug trade thing. I'm just, and he ended up dying, under circumstances, I guess. So
Hmm.
yeah, so it's and it was just weird too, because like they go there and one of the generals from Vietnam, he's doing the drug trade, which was kind of like cool, but I was like, like damn, were you supposed to assassinate this guy in Nam or it was
Right.
yeah. And then another thing too with the DA guy, like he creates this whole chaos to save his life, and in the end he tells him like, oh, do this or go over here, do this, and he ends up getting killed anyway.
Right, yeah. So he's the guy who gets shot in the back of the head, right? He like gets
Yeah.
himself into the same exact position he was in like 10 minutes ago.
Yes. Yeah. And
But
it's
which is like I guess that fits with kind of the theme of that comic, which is just like chaos out of nowhere. And when shit
well,
starts going down, it's super hectic, which is nice.
well, like I was thinking about it, right? So if this guy survives, Punisher has to take him back to the States. And now Punisher knows this guy exists, or this guy knows Punisher exists, and he knows it's Frank Castle, or so it was a weird thing.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this is
here,
the writing is
wait,
it's a little confusing. It's like a lot going on, but it's not like meshed together perfectly. But it's like it's a breezy read. Like I understand everything that's going on, and it's like it gets from one point to the next, and Punisher is finding him having to find himself. using his wits to get out of terrible situations. So
which I love.
it,
It's like
yeah,
MacGyver with violence. So
yes.
Dean says he was a South Vietnamese general who was on the American side. So now it makes more
Mm,
sense. Yeah.
okay.
See, that's why Dane and Jake were the man, you know?
He keeps us mongoloids in line.
Yeah.
Keeps
He's
us in check.
Mongoloid Wrangler. So
Yeah.
that works, man. That works. But yeah, man, I'm looking at this the first 2 pages. I'm like, I mean, not the first 2 pages, but the first 2 issues. And I feel like, okay, this is one big story to kind of really set the tone on, hey, if you like these 2 issues, you're most likely gonna like the rest of this series, you know. So uh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I would say definitely like even not really knowing how to feel going into it, and then with my gripes with a little bit of the writing and the art, it's like I definitely am still like interested to see where it goes because I can see Baron like building a long plot with like all types of branches that could go off into. So I would rather actually get the standalone issues at a comic book shop, which I know is probably gonna be impossible as fuck to find all of them now because it's like 100 issues in this
I
run.
I got the physical copies, but when I read, I honestly, man, I cheat. I just go to Kindle, bro. I
Oh,
go
do they
to
got it
Kindle.
on Kindle?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit, I might just get Kindle then because this
$2 a
website
piece.
sucks.
Hopefully, Baron gets some like royalties off the digital. I'm hoping,
I would assume so,
even if it's like
but I don't
a
know shit
30
about
cents
that.
for, hopefully, yeah.
Cause
That's one of
so
those questions.
so you're able to get all these on Kindle this whole run,
Most of it, most of it.
and
I
you
was
you got
actually
to
looking
buy
at
the
it.
issues, or is it just from your monthly payment or whatever for it?
Ooh, I don't know. Thinks is absolutely not. Yeah, probably Baron doesn't get any. No, it goes up to a significant number. Like I want to say like in the 30s or 40s.
Oh, that you got to pay for each issue.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
but I don't I know if you have a Marvel Unlimited, you'd probably get it all the
Oh
issues.
shit, damn. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of that either. I got
Yeah.
the DC one, which is dope, dude. There's a lot of awesome shit on there.
Yeah. That's where I think digital is making a comeback or is still around. Cuz a lot of
Hmm.
things like fade out, but it's like, dude, you're not going to get these comics, and if you are going to get them to read, it's some of these are very expensive, and they're, you
Hmm.
know, if they're key issues, and you're like, man, I just care about the story. I just want to go to the next issue. It's yeah, maybe not. So
Right.
yeah, digital has been helping me, like with like, oh yeah, I remember this. Then man, I live in the middle of nowhere now, so
Hmm.
having digital be available is
Yeah, that's a good thing
great.
too. And it's like I have like I get my Absolute Batman, my Geiger, my Daredevil, my Hulk, and then like Space Ghost, and then other than that, it's like unless I'm walking around the comic book shop looking at shit, which I love doing, it's like there's a lot of stuff I don't know that's out there, and that's what like the DC and Marvel apps are good for because you can just scroll through them shits at home
Yeah.
and see what's all out there.
Well, like I like taking comics with me in the form of a iPad. So if I
Yeah,
go
that I
to
didn't even think of that, dude. That's genius.
the
I need to get
yeah,
an
I know
iPad soon for my art as well.
yeah, like I'm at like so Christmas, right? I'm at the in-laws, uh sometimes it's just like, man, there's just downtime. Everyone's chilling.
Yep.
Christmas now people are gonna be like, oh yeah, this guy's at Christmas just chilling in the corner.
Nah,
you
bro.
know
You know
but
that's me, dude.
or when the wife wants to go visit, I gotta go see the in-laws, and they're having a great time, but I'm sitting there like I'd rather be home watching TV or watching this, and I'll just, whip out the iPad and
Hmm.
read some comics, and I'm happy and I'm entertained, and so
Yep.
it's
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice to have the physical library and another digital library.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's been that's what I've been doing, man. But yeah, so we'll do 5 stars. 1 through 5. 5 being absolute legendary, and 1 star being, hey, it was readable, which I feel all these would be in there. Issue 1, how many stars would you give issue 1?
I'm like I said, I'm a picky little bitch, and I don't care what technology is around. The art really took me out of it. I will say, but the story kept me intrigued. So I'll just because the art, I'll have to give it a 2.5.
Okay, okay. Me, man, I like, man. So my whole thing was I get to read a rated R movie when I was a kid. That's how I looked into this,
Gotcha.
And I look back at it.
Yeah, if I was a kid, and yeah, if I had different lenses on
Yeah,
coming into this review, it would be different for sure. There's probably a
yeah,
lot of shit I loved as a kid and I still love now. That if someone who didn't read it as a kid read it now, I'd be like, dude, what are you talking about? This shit sucks. And I'm like,
yeah.
fuck you.
Well, so many things that I liked as a kid. And I'll tell you one of them, which is embarrassing. That movie with Hulk Hogan, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, legend,
Mhm.
right? But the movie he did, No Holds Bar, I thought was amazing as a kid.
I've actually never seen that.
Oh, watch it, and you'll be like, oh, what the? You're probably gonna think I'm a dumb kid. I think
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
no, Suburban Commando was actually better than No Holds Bars because I remember I asked my mom this and I regret asking it. I said, listen, they're nominating all these movies that are serious. How come No Holds Barred didn't get nominated for an Oscar? Hulk Hogan's giving the performance of his life. That's Hulk Hogan. That's Zeus.
Don't
This
they
is
know
real.
who this legend is?
They had to keep these guys apart on the movie set because they were gonna fight. Now they're fighting at SummerSlam. Like this is entertainment. This is mastery. And I saw it, and there's a scene where he's like grabs this thug and he's like, what's that smell? And he's all poopy. And he's like, and he like, he shit his pants, So it was like, oh yeah, I was a dumb kid. Thank God they didn't let me vote. So but my score, man, I liked it, man. I liked it. The art didn't throw me off. I like the setup. Man. I want to say
I agree. I didn't hate it. I came back for more, and I still am interested to see more of it. So
yeah, I want to say 3.5. I want to say 3.5.
not bad.
3.5. Because I as a creator, I appreciate the setup. I'm seeing where he's going. I'm like trying to follow his tracks, as a creator. But if I didn't have that mindset and I'm just going in there to be entertained, I think it would have been a little bit yeah. So
and if I had the actual physical copy, it might have changed my score a little bit too. It's just kind of a pain to read on that Read Comics Online or whatever website.
yeah. He says, I agree with Samurai on being a dry start. These comics are written like executioner books, where the front half is all about intel and learning about the operation.
Yeah, and I'll say the issue 1, even though it was more of a setup and you got more action. Issue 2, they kind of had similar story beats, like Dane said. Yeah, they went in, they figured out what he needed to do. He went and did it, got into some trouble, and then got out. But it seems like Baron is building to more, so I am definitely intrigued to see how this series goes on.
What I noticed about Baron, and this is why I like 5 pages. Within 5 pages, something happened action-wise, right? 5 pages in, he got stabbed. Action. Now
Yeah, and that was a great shot in the first issue. It was like a top-down shot of the Punisher. You first see him in costume. That was a great shot.
Yeah. And then 5 pages in, he's supposed to execute someone, doesn't do that, and now he's just, you know, against 75 men, right? Just shooting it out with them with a jammed gun. So
Yep.
yeah, so that's where it's like, okay, get it started, you know. And so first issue for me, I'm saying 3.5. You said a 2.5. What
Mhm.
about you for issue 2?
I'll take your score for issue 1. I'll give it a 3.5. I think it improves the art and the action, and it's continues to build on what it set it up on the first. So definitely it gets better going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a. To me, I mean, and here's the thing: I'm so biased because Punisher is one of my favorite characters. So I'm gonna say
Mhm.
a 4, and it's just the little subtleties that I like the gun jamming, the not having a plan, you know, the guy getting executed, and then him, you know, disarming that Vietnamese general and ends up killing him. And that line was like, "Say goodbye, Punisher," and he grabs the gun, and holds the gun to him, and
Yep.
shoots, and he's like, "Goodbye, General." You know,
Mhm.
and you know, I thought that was cool, man. I thought that was fun.
Well, I like
Uh,
how they were like building up, like slowly, subtly dropping hints that the Punisher was like a legend. Like I forget what he said, but you can kind of tell that people have heard of the Punisher before in like war and all kinds of other places. So it's like, damn,
yeah,
this
they're
dude's
building
kind of
up the
got like a
character.
name. Yeah.
Yeah. So next week we'll have issues 3 and 4. And I already took a sneak peek at 3, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now he's in full costume. He got the white boots, the white gloves. We're
Do love
getting
his
that.
costume. I've
Yeah,
always loved his costume.
yeah. We're getting it. We're getting it.
Hmm.
It's ready to go. For issue 3 and 4, we'll check those out. And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday with hopefully we have new Punisher news. You know, maybe I get the courage to ask Panosian about the skull, the
I'll
logo.
pray for your courage, bro.
Yeah. So either that or you're gonna create a alt account for Richard Embry and ask him. Tag him in it.
I'm the
Yeah.
real Richard Embry. This guy on this kill show is a hack.
Yeah, this guy, you know. So yeah, man. I look forward to reading it and new Punisher stuff. And when those new Punisher books come out, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be fun.
Hmm.
And uh I'm looking forward to getting people else on here. Like, I would love for us to do a when we get a couple more shows under our belt for to have Dane and Jake come on, and you
Yeah,
know,
that'd be
that'd be
awesome.
cool, man. Because those are like the OGs of this. There's other people out there that are just man, Punisher encyclopedias, you know, and you know, it's great to know the fandom is here and still strong and loyal, and then I'm out here recruiting. I'm out here getting Samurai Snowman to show up and buy some Punisher books, man.
Yeah, at the very least, at least I'm learning about another character, and I love comic books. So, and the more the merrier. And I do need to learn more about
Yeah.
comic books. So,
The more you read, the more you learn, the more tools you have in your belt when creating. And
yep.
that's what I took away from it, you know. So all right, man. Anything before we end the show, man?
No, man, just awesome show. Just follow me at Crispin_cold on X to see my mid art, and hopefully it becomes not mid. And then follow me on my comic book creation journey, man. And that's it.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait for Klaus Janson to get your art and be like, oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, like hey, look at this shit. This motherfucker talking about my Punisher and Batman runs.
the nerve of this mother.
The nerve of this retard.
Oh man.
Hell yeah, but I accept it, dude. It'll
Yeah.
make me better.
Yeah. Well, dude, he's had some great stuff out there. So
Oh, his Dark Knight Returns is amazing, and I think Dane said earlier in the chat that the Punisher is definitely his like earlier and much more rougher works, and when he gets on Daredevil and Batman is when he really starts to shine.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And go ahead and back Devil from Talon Flats on fundmycomic.com. And if you want anything from Blood and the Sword, it's available on the website www.forcepublishing.com. Go check it out. Comics are still $5, digital, physical, $5. Shirts going
That's
for
crazy.
$25. We got another shirt up there with just the Blood and the Sword logo. And even when they go up to 3X, still $25. I'm not charging you extra. So great stuff, man. Thank you to Samurai Snowman for co-hosting this with me. Thank you to Into Paints for being our dedicated mod, our micro in the crowd. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys next time, next Wednesday.
Hell yeah. Hail the chat.
Hail the chat.
Forgive me, Lord. I have only tried to follow your word. When you had given me the sick, I had prayed that they be healed. I fear this man has passed and led his body to a devil. May you have mercy on me, Lord, and may you have mercy on anyone he finds in his path. For he is death, and death is coming.